Hello. So pre-calculus 2-4, part 3. Write k of x as a product of linear factors. So if I were you, what I would do first with this style is I will graph it using graphing calculator or software. So I already did it here using software. So if you look at the graph here, you can tell there's a 0, 1, minus 1. Okay, you can double check that by table. 1, x equal to 1, make sure y value is 0. X equal to minus 1, make sure y value is 0. So by looking at the graph using calculator, you got two nice integer zeros, which is x equal to minus 1, x equal to 1. Then I'm gonna jump into the synthetic division. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So nothing is missing there. Minus 4, 4, 4, minus 5. So it doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to start with 1. Adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding. You are supposed to get 0. So we know 1 is a factor. Well, we knew that from the graph already. Now I'm going to start with the minus 1. Adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding. Okay. So right there, when you get the 0, you know we got the 1 is a factor. So you know x minus 1 is a factor. Minus 1 is a 0. That means we know x plus 1 is a factor. Leftover says, so you can attach x here, x squared here. It should be x squared minus 4x plus 5. I am hoping this to be factorable. So 1 times 1 makes 1. 1 times 5 makes 5. Multiply, you get 1. Multiply, you get 5. Add them, you get 6. It should match. It doesn't match. Well, minus 1 times minus 5 also makes 5, but that's when I change that to minus, that to minus. When you add them, that's minus 6. So my point here is it's not factorable. You still have to solve for x. So what you can do is a quadratic formula. So x squared minus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. So you're using quadratic formula. In case you forgot, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. X equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. That's how you apply quadratic formula. So a is 1, e is minus 4, c is 5, x equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. bb is a, c, a. So double minus is positive. 16 minus 20, that's minus 4. Okay, so that is the same as 4 plus minus square root of minus 4 is the same as I square root of 4. So minus, you take that as I outside. Square root of 4 is 2. Okay, so you can factor out 2 from the numerator. Then you get to cancel numerator denominator. So you get 2 plus minus I. So we got 4 zeros. Minus 1 zeros. We got minus 1, 1. We got that from the graphing And at the end, we got 2 plus I, 2 minus I. Factors, you can write that as x plus 1 from here. You can write as x minus 1. From here, you can write x minus parenthesis. You can write x minus parenthesis. So C is the answer that way. Okay, another question. Find all complex zeros of this, given that 2 plus 5i is the zeros of a p. Then write the linear factorization. Again, I will try to graph it using graphing calculator first. That's first thing I will do. So I will go equation x to the fourth power minus 6. I'm gonna change this minus 6 x to the third, okay, plus 35 x squared minus 50x minus 50x minus 58. So I'll graph that. Okay, look at the zeros here. Do you see it's a decimal? Decimal here, decimal here. Not good. What does that mean? Calculator didn't help us much. I was not able to get nice integer zeros. So this problem, there's no easy way around it. You actually have to deal with it. This work, they did a synthetic division with imaginary number. If you like it, you can stick to it. I'm not a big fan of doing synthetic division with imaginary number. So this is what I would do. Zeros, they gave us 2 plus 5i. From the previous lesson, I already told you, if this is a 0, its complex conjugate has to be also 0 at the same time, which is 2 minus 5i. So what I can do is I can write factors. So from here, you should have a factor of x minus this parenthesis. You also should have a factor of x minus this parenthesis. So if you have a factor of that, we just have to find the other factors or the other zeros. So what I will do, I will just distribute that. So I will distribute x minus 2 plus 5i, x minus 2 minus 5i. So distribute minus first, it should be x minus 2 minus 5i. Oops. X minus 2 plus 5i. Again, I showed you two different, you can do FOIL, 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 distribute, 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 distribute. That's 9 ways of terms. Then combine like term. That's one way to do it. If you like it, deal with it. I find this way is easier. So I parenthesize first two. Then this becomes x minus 2 squared minus 5i squared. Then this is x squared minus 4x plus 4. That's 5i squared is what? Minus 25. And have a minus there, so plus 25. So it's going to be x squared minus 4x plus 29. So I just distribute that. Okay? Then I can do long division. Because this is a factor, I have some other factors there. So what I can do from there is the original equation, I can divide that by this. So you got x to the fourth minus 6x to the third plus 35x squared minus 50x minus 58 divided by x squared minus 4x plus 29. So I'm dealing with 3 terms at a time. So I need to multiply x squared, 4x squared, x squared, subtract plus 4, so it'll be minus 2, minus 29, get plus 6x squared. Bring one term down, minus 50x. I need to multiply by minus 2x, distribute minus 2x will be plus 8x squared minus 2. No, that's what we want. That's a 60, too short. 60, so minus 58x. Subtract minus 2x squared plus 8x. Now bring the last term down here. Minus 58. So minus 2, we need a minus 2. Minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 2. It's minus 50. So you get 0. Okay, so what does that mean? That means you can express this divided by this is this. So you can rewrite the entire equation as that times this. Okay? So this is this times this, divisor quotient. So when you multiply these two, that should be this. So entire equation is expressed as this times this. That times x squared minus 2x minus 2. Okay, you have to factor this guy further because they want linear factorization. So I try to factor this. 1 times 1 makes 1. 1 times minus 2 makes minus 2. Multiply, you get 1. Multiply, you get minus 2. Add them minus 1, which is not matching. Even though you change that as a minus plus, it will become minus plus. It becomes a positive 1. Still, that doesn't help. What does that mean? This is not factorable. So you have to use quadratic formula on this to solve for x. So you're gonna get a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2, c equal to minus 2. So x equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. So b, ACA, ACC. So if you do double minus is positive, plus minus square root of 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8, that's a 12. All over 2. Okay, square root of 12 here, you have to simplify. 4 times 3, 2 times 2, you got 2, a same number. You can take that out outside of the group. This is the remaining inside. So simplify the radical. So 2 plus minus 2 square root of 3 all over 2. You can factor out 2 from the numerator. Divide by 2. Divide by 2 cancels out. 1 plus minus square root of 3. So what am I saying? Find all complex zeros. We did find all. So here, complex zero was what? 1 plus square root of 3, 1 minus square root of 3. Okay, so that's the answers for first part. Find all complex zeros. We found all. Just to remember, factors of that will be x minus 1 plus square root 3. From here, you get x minus 1 minus square root 3. So linear factorization, you just write this all together on the same line. Right here. So x minus, x minus, x minus. Yeah, so that's linear factorization answer right here. All the zeros are here, all the zeros are here. So that's the first answer. Linear factorization, that's the second answer. Very tough question, I would say. Because there was no nice number of zeros. Okay. Find all complex zeros of this, given that we got minus 3i as a zero. First thing I will do, I will graph it using calculator, hoping for the log x to the fourth plus x to the cubic. So I'm going to do plus x cubic minus 3x squared minus 2x squared plus 9x plus 9x minus 108 minus 108. Graph it? Aha, very lucky. I got minus 4. I got 3. Do you see I got minus 4 and 3? I got minus 4 and 3. They gave us minus 3i, so you know 3i should be the answer. So this part is like, since it was all that, we are done. For the getting part of the complex zero, we got 2 from the calculator. They gave you 1, which leads to another one, so game over. If I say no calculator, then you will have to do all the work by hand. So if I say no calculator, then you wouldn't be able to get the minus 4 and 3. So you will have to do what we did with the previous question. So let me show you that case. Zeros. I gave you minus 3i. Automatically that brings up 3i. So factors. So you get x plus 3i from there. You get x minus 3i from there. So from there, you can form x plus 3i times x minus 3i. That shouldn't be that bad. So that's same as x squared minus 3i squared. X squared, so 9 minus 9 minus minus 9 should be plus 9. That wasn't that bad. Now you will have to do long division. So that will be a little interesting here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 power. So you can line them up. Long division. X to the fourth plus x to the third minus 3x squared plus 9x minus 108. X squared plus 9. The reason I said this is going to be interesting. Second power, we are missing first power of x. So very important. You have to reserve that spot. X is missing. You have to reserve that middle spot. So technically, we have to consider there's 1, 2, 3 terms. Okay? Which means we are going to deal with the 3 terms at a time. After that, exactly the same. So my question would be, what do I multiply here to match this? X squared distribute, crowbar is subtracted, that disappeared. X cubed minus nothing is x cubed. Minus 3, minus 9, minus 12. Okay. Then bring down next term down. Plus 9x. What do I multiply here to match this? Plus x. Distribute x times 9x here. Crowbar, subtract. Disappeared. Minus 12 minus 0 is minus 12x squared. That disappears. Putting one term down. What do I multiply here to match this? Minus 12. So minus 12, distribute. You should get 0. Okay, so what does that mean? We got x squared plus 9 times quotient was x squared plus x minus 12. All we have to do was factor this guy. And as you already know from the graphing calculator, this is a factorable. 3 times 4 makes it 12, and you want minus to be here. Multiply, and then x is the one we are looking for. So we found the combination. Put x here, top floor, bottom floor, parenthesis. So we got x minus 3, x plus 4, and x squared plus 9, you know that came from there. So the x plus 3i, x minus 3i. So linear factorization, we are done. You can get x equal to 3 here, x equal to minus 4 there. So the zeros, we got 3 minus 4. So zeros are sitting here. Linear factorization, if I ask you, that says. So that's what you will have to do without graphing calculator. With graph calculator, that was very simple. Okay, that's your homework.